Welcome to Fearless Friday, your day to reclaim your weekend and your life. This week we're going to talk about hanging on by a thread. Now, I have a story that I'd like to share with you that is one of the most impactful moments in my life. December of 2012, I saw a speaker called Frank Miles at a holiday party. And he was a very motivational speaker as well as a juggler. And as he was juggling these knives, he was talking about how people would comment on, well, Frank, aren't you afraid that you're going to grab the blades? And he goes, no, I don't focus on the blades. I focus on the handles. I focus on those things that I can control. And then he went on to talk about how in his life, he started to really numb out in his life. He started to really forget what it really meant to live. And he said, I had a good life. And he said, having a good life is one of the most dangerous lives you can have. Reason being is because things get comfortable, things get placid. You lull yourself to sleep. You basically fall asleep and you put up with just the good instead of seeking out and finding the great in your life. Now, most of us are really afraid to lose sight of that which we know, that which is comfortable, that which is familiar to us. And because of that, we put up with just having a good life. We put up with just having a good relationship or a good job or good finances or a good diet. We're so afraid many times to let go of what we know in exchange for what we don't know, in hoping that it's great. Now, so many things in our life have instruction manuals. I bought this little tiny light thing that is about this big around, and you push the top and the little light comes on. I bought one of those this morning, and I think it was like a $4 item. It came with an instruction manual. Now, so many times in life, because we get all these instruction manuals with all these little gadgets that we buy, from these little lights to a home to a stove or a car, but because we're so used to getting instruction manuals, which most of us don't read, we have that little safety net of saying, if I don't know how to use this, I can read the manual. That's okay. However, in life, we don't get a manual. We don't get instructions. But we do get one thing. We do have our intuition and we have our feelings. And our feelings and our intuition are one and the same. They're tied together. And all we have to do in order to navigate these transitions, these times of transitions, when you choose to say, you know what, I don't want just a good life, I want a great life. And I'm willing to risk it all and let go of everything that I know, everything that's good, so that I can find those things in my life that are great. And how we do this, how we navigate that transitional period, which can be scary as hell, is to tune in and read the instructions of our spirit, read the instructions of our intuition, read and notice the instructions of our feelings. If something doesn't feel right, that's a red flag. Okay, maybe I shouldn't go here. If something feels good or great, then move that direction. Allow yourself to navigate with your feelings and allow yourself, trust in yourself that when you choose to let go of those things that are just good, trust in yourself and believe in yourself that you have the tools and things available to you, skills available, necessary to achieve greatness, to achieve those great things in your life. So this week's challenge is to look at what's good in your life and ask yourself, do I want a great, and then fill in the blank, do I want great finances? Do I want a great relationship? Do I want a great job? And if the answer is yes, then are you willing to let go of what's good, of what's comfortable, what's familiar to you? Are you willing to feel that void, that emptiness? Because that's what happens when you let go of something and you're in that transition, when you're manifesting and working towards getting, or going from that good thing to that great thing. There is a time, a period that is empty, that feels like there's a void. And that can be very scary, that can be very unnerving, and that can really rock you to your core. But if you allow yourself, if you trust in yourself to be your own beacon, to be your own guide, then that's key. That is the way. That is your instruction manual on how to go from good to great in anything in your life, is to know that when you let go of the good, waiting for that great to manifest and to come into your life, as you're working towards that greatness, there is going to be this transitional void, this period of feeling empty and feeling like you're just holding on by a thread, feeling like, oh my goodness, everything that I know is gone. And that is scary, and many times when that happens, we feel like we're just, really holding on to any thread that's in any way, shape, or form familiar. But what happens is when you're grasping on to anything that's familiar, you're not making room for those things that are new and great in your life. And I know many of you are saying, well, I don't know how to let go. I don't know how to let go of that thread. I don't know how to let go of these good things. Just let go. Say, I don't need this anymore. This is my time for greatness. This is my time to shine. This is my time to be happy and fulfilled. And if that scares you, then good. Because that's excitement. That is excitement of what's to come. You're feeling that pure potential energy. Pure potential energy. So this week's challenge, look at what's good in your life and ask yourself, do I want something better? Do I want something great? And ask yourself, are you willing to let go of what's good for something that's great? And if you are you willing to work through and sit with that emptiness and feel okay with being in that transition? And are you okay and are you willing and ready to navigate your world and to navigate your life with your feelings? Because your spirit right here, your intuition, your feelings, is a beacon. It's like a star. It's this bright, shiny star. It's this bright beacon for you. If you only pay attention and if you believe in yourself and trust in yourself enough to know that you have the skills and tools and abilities to manifest and create anything you desire in your life, but you have to be willing to let go of what you don't want so that you have room and are able to grab what you do want. And doing this is a surefire way to become fearlessly inspired. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter or any other social media site. If you've really loved it, please subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss one single episode of Fearless Friday. Until next week, I'm wishing you a fearlessly inspired day. Mwah! Bye-bye.